This is Sunbelt Conference Baseball on ESPN Plus. We're tonight from Tomlinson Stadium in Jonesboro, Arkansas. It's the conference opener and a highly anticipated one between the A-State Red Wolves and the Golden Eagles of Southern Miss. The 0-1 is hit on the ground out toward a charging Patrick Ingskov, who scoops, throws, and dug out in time by Kason Campbell at first, and Chase Richter works a 1-2-3 top of the first. 3-2 on Ingskov.
Oh, he got
him bluffed. Yeah, got him on the first move in Arkansas State, unless Allen wiggles off the hook, which he almost did. The Red Wolves run into an out because they caught Lane Walton flinching.
You're really just trying to make sure that you're in motion, because you're expecting there to be a high contact pitch here, and so you're certainly not trying to steal second base. That's an unfortunate miscue there by Lane Walton.
So now the bases are empty with 2 down. The 3-2 to Ingskov, off speed, swung on and missed, and just like that, the Red Wolves are turned away in the first. So Colby Allen picks up an out on the bases to get around a 1-out base hit. So the count goes to 0-2. And that'll do it for the Golden Eagles here in the second. A couple of strikeouts for Chase Richter in 21, now 22 innings. He comes back with a strikeout to turn away the Red Wolves here in the second. And it's a leadoff walk to get things going. And the next hitter is Caleb Stelly, who drops down a bunt out to Richter, who will turn and fire, and he pulled the first baseman Campbell off the bag, and just like that, a walk and an error, and there are 2 on with nobody out.
Situation based upon the temper of this game, and that is not the case.
It is not a sacrifice. It's Urban swinging for the fences and clearing them with a 3-run shot. So a leadoff walk and an error, and the Red Wolves pay a big price.
Wow. You would really think the temper of this game, you might go for just a 1-run situation, but somebody that's swinging an unbelievably fire-hot bat for Southern Miss, Joey Urban.
Yeah, 6th homer and now 20 RBIs.
Yeah, gets a fastball out over the plate.
Swing and a miss. Actually tapped into the mid of Amundsen for the 4th strikeout of the night, but the first 3 reached, including a home run by Joey Urban. The Golden Eagles strike first with 3 in the 3rd.
I can't remember the last time I've seen this many people here. Oh, nice ball down the bottom line there. Caden Amundsen gets a fastball and drives it right down the line. Looks like he's going to turn it into 2 there with a stand-up double for the Red Wolves catcher.
So Caden Amundsen gets A-State in scoring position for the first time with a 1-out double. Here's Walton with his first hit of the night, and Amundsen's going to come around to score. His second hit of the night. Yeah, 2 for 2 for Lane Walton. A couple of singles. RBI number 31 to add to his Sunbelt lead.
And you'll see that Southern Miss plays him just a little bit up the middle.
The 3-0. Missed. It's a 4-pitch walk to load the bases and bring up Aiden Houseworth.
You can really tighten up your zone here and home run a pitch you're looking for, and there it is.
And he pops it up, into left field. Gillespie has it, grabs it, and Arkansas State strands the bases loaded. Allen out of the jam, but the Red Wolves do answer with 1 in the 3rd. So the 8-9 spots have been on every time, probably right up till then, when Walton takes the short way, flips it to Ingskov, and that'll do it for Southern Miss in the 4th. A 2-out base hit, nothing else. 2 down for Raul Torres, who hits that one past the 3rd baseman and just out of the reach of the shortstop for a 2-out hit. And
sometimes pitchers.
Amundsen turns on this pitch, and it is at the track, at the wall, and gone. We are tied. Caden Amundsen, a 2-run shot, and it is 3-all.
Brad, I couldn't get it out of my mouth fast enough. Sometimes the bottom of the lineup gets not the attention that the top of the lineup does. And you sneak one over, and these are the players that can sneak up on you at the bottom of the order here and pick up huge runs. And you'll see a spinning slider there, and Caden Amundsen, you could tell he was thinking slider the whole time. He goes down and gets a slider, squares this thing up on plane, and hits a rocket out of here. and tying this ball game up. We have a new game with Ashton Quiller coming up to plate. That is a huge at bat.
Look at that A-State dugout with a run in the third and 2 now here in the fourth. The 2-2 to Quiller, grounded right side. The second baseman Morrison is there, and that'll do it for A-State in the fourth, but the Red Wolves get 2 runs on 2 hits. The 1-0 is hit to shallow center, or deep short, whatever you want to call it. It's Patrick Inkskov who grabs it, and that's going to do it for Southern Miss. So Chase Richter does put up a big 0 after the 2-run fourth for Arkansas State, as the 1-0 is hit over to second base, where Morrison goes to first, and that'll do it for A-State. Red Wolves strand 1. They've left 5 on. 1-0 pitch is grounded left side. Torres backs up to get a true hop, throws it across in time, and it is a 3-up, 3-down, top of the 6th for Chase Richter.
Right at this point here, facing back-to-back lefties. Nice bunt.
Lays down a good bunt.
That's a base hit.
It's a foot race, and I think Sibley.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Well, I thought Sibley might have got him. It was a straight-out match race to the bag, and McLaughlin called safe. I thought at live speed they got him, if I'm going to be honest with you. But right there, he looks safe.
That's not even close.
Unless that you can't see what the left foot's doing. You wouldn't think his left toe's on the bag there.
And that's the question. And you see the umpire, what a beautiful view he has of that call right there. You see him leaning into that, and that's that toe tap right there that I'm sure he's probably thinking, watch this angle right here and how short that is right there. He stomps, and when he stomps, he's not on the bag. He's in front of the bag. And I think that's one of the reasons why you got the safe call right there, because if you play that one more stride, you can see the pitcher try to drag his left foot right here. He tries to continue to drag it. He's not on the bag right there. And in the demeanor and the behavior of the pitcher, you can see how he's immediately trying to drag a foot because he's like, oh, I didn't touch it. And right there, you can kind of see him dragging that toe.
The runner at first is safe. Southern Miss has no remaining challenges.
The 2-2 popped up a mile high on the infield. It's the second baseman Morrison who grabs it, and A-State strands its 6th base runner of the night. The 3-2 with the runner going, and that ground ball is going to keep him out of the double play. Walton is able to get the out, but putting Stelly in motion gets him in scoring position with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and Tyler Weimer strands a runner in scoring position. Southern Miss has now left 5 on, and it is stretch time in Jonesboro. Camden Sundstrom is into the ball game for Southern Miss, and he is going to face the top of the order, and he gets greeted by a liner up the middle off the bat of Ashton Quiller.
Wow.
Inkskov hits it past the third baseman into left field. Quiller was on the move, so he's going to go to third, and they're at the corners. Here comes Inkskov in there safe, and it's second and third with 1 out for Arkansas State.
Wow. So he sees it. It's not really hard hit, and so once you see it through the infield, you know it's going to slow down by the time it gets to the outfielder. Ashton Quiller reads it all the way and says, I'm going to third. Well, now that it gets cut off by the shortstop, the other shortstop says, I'm going to slide in here and make this into 2. But, boy, you're talking about changing the trajectory of this inning. Now it brings the infield in.
And it runs inside. It's a 3rd straight walk drawn by Evan Griffiths, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for Aiden Houseworth. The 1-0 is hit down the line. That's going to get out for extra bases. 1 run will score. Here comes Inkskov. Griffiths is going to round third. He's digging for home. The throw is off the line. It's a 3-run double for Aiden Houseworth, and Arkansas State takes a 6-3 lead.
Well, Brad, how exciting if you're Aiden Houseworth, because earlier in the ball game, he had bases loaded, end up popping 1 up. Redemption comes. You never know when you're going to get a second chance. And he gets a fastball out over the plate that he can handle and just doesn't try to do too much and just throws the bat out there. I mean, absolutely just almost a defensive swing. and finds a huge gap down the line and clears the bases. What a huge at-bat for left-handed hitter, DH Aiden Houseworth.
His 4th double of the year. He drives in runs 12, 13, and 14. Arkansas State has its first lead of the night against Southern Miss. The 1-0 is hit up the middle for a base hit, and here comes that pinch runner, Cougar Cook. He's going to score on an RBI single by Kason Campbell, and it's 7-3.
Well, you go back to whether or not they had a lefty that they could heat it up for these 2 at-bats right here. And you know they've got them circled on their lineup.
As far brings the next one home. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it for the Red Wolves in the 7th, but not before they get 4 runs on 4 hits, including a 3-run double for Aiden Houseworth here in the top half of the 8th for Kyle Morrison. And he hits it into right field for a base hit. Now it's bases loaded, 1 out with back-to-back singles off Tyler Weimer. The 1-1 to Smith, who turns on the ball and hits it out to right, but it's at Griffiths who reaches up and grabs it. Southern Miss strands the bases loaded. The Golden Eagles have now left 8, and Ryan Ashford gets the lefty he came in to get A-State to the dugout and into the bottom of the 8th. Now with a man on. And he hits a chopper left side. Shortstop gets it trying to turn 2, and all they'll get is Amundsen on the fielder's choice. There goes the runner. Big swing and a miss, and that throw is into the outfield. And Amundsen's going to get over to 3rd. Excuse me, Quiller.
Yeah, honestly, I think I would have put that in my pocket. He got an absolutely huge jump.
And he hits it past the infield into left field for an RBI base hit. Inkskov has his 3rd hit of the night, and A-State's on top 8-3. There's a swing and a miss. That'll do it for the Red Wolves in the 8th, but A-State tacks on an insurance run on a hit.
That's the formula.
This is Gray Eubanks pinch hitting to lead off the 9th, and he's going to get aboard as that was bobbled and booted eventually by Lane Walton. The Red Wolves had the last 8 runs since, and there's a base hit to right. First 2 on with nobody out, and just like we talked about in the 8th, don't think for a minute that the Southern Miss Golden Eagles are going to mail in their final 3 outs. Another 2-2. And this one hit to the first baseman. Campbell will go to the bag himself. The runners will move to 2nd and 3rd with 1 out, and Arkansas State was certainly willing to let them advance to get an out here in the 9th. 1-1 is hit up the middle for a base hit, and he is going to bring in a couple of runs to cut the A-State lead to 8-5. The 2-2. Ground ball. Walton charges, flips in time. No chance at all to do anything but that right there. His average at 279. He hits a ground ball to Cooper Garrison, who flips to first, and Arkansas State takes game 1 of the series against 7th-ranked Southern Miss.
Well, what a game here for Mike Silva's staff. You got to feel so good about the program. You have Southern Miss, number 6 team in the country, coming into Jonesboro, Arkansas. Red Wolves playing red-hot baseball. Everything comes together. The offensive support all the way up and down the lineup. Caden Amundsen going deep to break this thing open and continues to get the run support all the way to 8 runs. And you see the first victory against Southern Miss. Now it's 15-1. And Mike Silva's got some things rolling here with Red Wolves.
Arkansas State gets its 2nd win of the season against a top 10 opponent.